Welcome back to my channel. My name is Courtney. I write under the pen names Lyra Parish, and I'm one half of the USA Today bestselling duo Kennedy Fox. Now we're gonna move along to the cons of Kindle Unlimited, and I got some feels about this, guys, because I have been in the program and I have been out of the program, and I have some insight on this. So this is all from personal experience, just an FYI. Something that I think is a con is rank doesn't always mean money. It's somewhat misleading because you could have a book ranked in the 200s and your page reads don't really reflect the money that you should be making. The way that Kindle Unlimited works is as soon as someone downloads your book, your rank drops. They could download it and hoard it and not actually read it, and your rank will drop and you're not really getting paid. Second thing is Amazon is not transparent when there are issues. They will not contact you and say that they've got a glitch. They will not tell you if there is an issue with page reads. You just kind of take their word for it. They are not transparent about how page reads are actually marked. There was an issue at one point where people were saying, if someone reads their book and they're not connected to the internet, do authors actually get paid for those page reads? And the answer is no. It doesn't get logged until that Kindle or mobile phone or computer or whatever is connected back to the internet. There is some discrepancies and there are some issues, and they're not going to tell you. They are not transparent at all, and I don't expect them to ever be transparent with that. There were known glitches with Kindle Unlimited a few months ago. We saw it in our dashboard and a lot of other authors saw it as well. And so you have to be very trusting of them. Basically, if you ask questions, you're probably not going to get a real answer. I have had them deny issues when it's very obvious there is an issue. Do not expect to have full disclosure or transparency with them when it comes to the Kindle Unlimited program, because you are not going to get it. The third thing is royalties and payments are not always consistent. On average, the page reads are 0.0045, but the problem is it's not always that. Sometimes it's higher, sometimes it's lower. Amazon randomly will go in and change the KENPC, so the Kindle page count that they have for your book. So please watch that. I have seen it where books that were longer had a lower page count than other books that were shorter. So I would just be very aware. They are constantly updating, and if you think that you need to make 3 million page reads in a month, which is a lot, I don't know why I chose that number, but say you wanted to make 3 million page reads in a month because you are trying to make a financial goal and you want to make X amount of dollars, and so you are averaging this by what the payout usually is, and they decide to drop it to like 0.0032, that means you prepared for X amount of dollars, but you actually got a lot less than that. So they don't ever tell you beforehand. There is a global pot that happens. They do an average, and that's how they get the royalty rate for the pages. So it's not always consistent. It's just not. I think another con about Kindle Unlimited is it can create a dangerous mindset for newbie authors and for people who have been publishing a long time. And when I say that, I mean in the Kindle Unlimited program, there is a lot of talk about how you have to constantly release. So you feel like if you are not putting a book out every month or every other month or whatever the case is, then you are falling behind. You are missing out on those page reads. And you'll see that a lot. You'll see a lot of Kindle Unlimited authors rapidly releasing because they know every time they release that their page reads are going to boost and their backlist is going to boost. And so it creates this mindset that you constantly have to be releasing. I've found it to be equivalent to yo-yo dieting. I know some of you who are just skinny minis and don't have like weight issues are probably not going to know what I'm talking about, but yo-yo dieting creates a dangerous mindset because you constantly think, oh, just 10 more pounds, just 10 more pounds. Like, I need to do this diet because then I'll lose 10 pounds and then I'll be at my goal. And so it's kind of like, oh, just one more book. If I release this book, then it'll boost my backlist and I'll make this amount of money. And so I constantly need to be writing and releasing so I can stay up on rank and so I can have my author rank high on Amazon. And it's a lot of stress, and I particularly do not like that point of Kindle Unlimited. There are some authors out there that are like, girl, I release twice a year in Kindle Unlimited and I do great. Congratulations, you are a unicorn author and you can release poop on a stick and people will download it or buy it. But for people who are at a mid-level range, which is kind of where I consider us as Kennedy Fox, we felt like we constantly needed to release, and it was extremely stressful to constantly be releasing and writing. Just keep that in mind. Another con is you are at Amazon's mercy. 100%. You have all of your eggs in one basket. And personally for me, I do not like that, because if there is a glitch or something, and trust me, there have been many glitches since 2014, you essentially just kind of have to take whatever Amazon tells you. You know that there's an issue, but they're not going to do anything about it. And all of your books are in the Kindle Unlimited program. So it's not like if there's something wrong that happens on Amazon, you've got Apple Books or Barnes or Kobo or Draft to Digital or Smashwords or any of those things to help alleviate some of those issues. All of your money is coming from Amazon, so you are 100% bound by them, and that is very, very scary. It's equivalent to you having $1 million and putting that $1 million on one stock on the stock market. I have a finance degree, so this makes sense in my head. You're out there buying stocks and you buy one stock and you put all of your money on that stock and you just hope for the best. And to me, that is scary. You don't know. Kindle Unlimited could stop tomorrow. There could be a glitch where all page reads just don't calculate. There could be a number of issues, and I promise you that the people that I know personally who have had issues with page reads, Amazon never fixes the problem or goes back and says, oh, we owe you X amount of page reads. That doesn't happen. Basically, if you've got an issue, sorry about it. All your eggs are in one basket. If you make $500 that month and you got tons of bills to pay and you're a full-time author, sorry. All you got is Amazon. So you are at their mercy. All your eggs are in one basket and your literary portfolio is not diversified whatsoever. Another con I have is Kindle Unlimited creates this very price conscious mindset. And when I say that, I feel like there's many authors who release their book in Kindle Unlimited and they price it much lower what their book is worth. I've seen many authors go through and price their book at 99 cents for a launch in Kindle Unlimited. I have feels about 99-cent books, guys, and maybe I'm just an old curmudgeon self-published author, but I think that if you're spending months and all this money to write your book, you should get paid more than 30 cents. Because if you don't know, whenever you price your book below $2.99 on Amazon, you are paying a 70% royalty rate to Amazon. So you're paying them 70%. So for every download for a 99-cent book, you are only making 30 cents. So if you have 1,000 downloads of this book at 99 cents, you are only gonna make $300. And I don't know about you, but edits are more expensive than $300. Covers are more expensive than $300. Like, it's expensive sometimes to self-publish. And so $300 is not a lot of money, especially for a newbie, especially for somebody who's trying to really build their readership. So don't fall into that Kindle Unlimited hole where you feel like you need to price your book at 99 cents to release because you're in Kindle Unlimited. I feel like price it for what it's worth, and people who have Kindle Unlimited are going to download it in Kindle Unlimited instead of buying it at 99 cents, and you'll come out ahead because your readers who are not subscribed to Kindle Unlimited know that you are typically going to price your books at $2.99 or $3.99 or $4.99 or whatever it is your price is, and so they can expect that from you. I don't like 99-cent releases. Do not like 99-cent releases at all. I should probably make a video on that, but know your worth. Y'all know your worth as self-published authors. You're worth more than 30 cents. If you're doing a sell, if you're doing something like that, I get it. But to release a brand new book, 75,000 words that you've spent thousands of dollars on, don't do it. Listen to Courtney. Do not do it. It is a mistake. I don't care if you are a new author. I don't care if you are releasing your first book. 99 cents is not doing anybody any favors, especially not you as a new author. Another con I have with Kindle Unlimited is when someone downloads your book in Kindle Unlimited and actually reads it and leaves a review, they are not considered verified reviews. Why is this? Why can't they be considered Kindle Unlimited verified reviews? The thing is like you go onto a book page and you see tons of reviews that are not verified, and you think that this person went out and bought a bunch of reviews or sent it to all their friends or had a big release tour, when in reality, these people actually downloaded your book with the Kindle Unlimited program and read it and left a review. But Amazon does not consider it a verified review, which means on your review list, it's not ranking as high as reviews that are verified, reviews from people who actually bought it. So I've got issues with that. I don't think that it's right. I think that Amazon is a billion-dollar company and they're pretty smart, and that they can figure out a way for when Kindle Unlimited readers read a book and download it to make sure that their review is considered some way verified. This has always been an issue. Maybe I'm one of the only people who think it's an issue, but I think it's total BS. I think that it makes people who have a ton of unverified reviews, it makes it look like they just gave all those copies away, when in reality, it's Kindle Unlimited readers. It is real readers who enjoyed it or hated it who left a review, and I think those should be classified some way. I think that they spent their time on it. They should be verified, even if it's like KU verified or something. That's my opinion on that. So another con I have is you cannot make USA Today or New York Times as a Kindle Unlimited author. I mean, some people don't even see that as a big deal, but it is a highly regarded list. So for some people, like, they're like, man, I really want to make these lists, but I can't because I'm in Kindle Unlimited. Just a side note, this is kind of a pro, but I'm just gonna leave it here in this video. You can make Wall Street Journal being in Kindle Unlimited because that is a list that goes by dollar amount that a book made in a week. So it is very possible, if you've got a book that's just killing it on Kindle Unlimited, for you to make Wall Street Journal. Also, you can make the Amazon top read list as well, which is really cool. But overall, those other two lists that are very highly regarded, USA Today and New York Times, you are not eligible because your books need to be on other platforms to be eligible to make those lists. If you want those and you are in Kindle Unlimited, it's not going to happen until your books are on all platforms. I think I'm going to wrap it up and I'm going to say that I feel like Kindle Unlimited is a short-term game. I don't think that it's something that is long-term. There is a handful of authors out there that would say you are 100% wrong. I get it. I understand. There are people who are killing it in Kindle Unlimited. I'm talking about making 6 figures per month. Every month in Kindle Unlimited. They've got a huge backlist and they just constantly release and they are doing so well. For me personally, I feel like it's not a long-term game. I don't feel like Kindle Unlimited is worth selling my soul to Amazon. I know it's probably dramatic me saying that, but it is stressful to be in Kindle Unlimited. It is so freaking stressful to be in Kindle Unlimited. So my opinion about Kindle Unlimited is I think there is a time and place to use that. I personally don't think for our Kennedy Fox brand that Kindle Unlimited is for us and for our brand. There are some authors and books that do amazing in Kindle Unlimited, but I think it's different for every single person. So you kind of have to try it out yourself. You have to see what works for you. I'm not saying do not do Kindle Unlimited, Amazon is the devil. I'm not saying that. I think that you have to decide on an individual basis what works for you and what works for your books. I have found with Kindle Unlimited, it's better to have a lot of books because people will go and binge your backlist. If you've got one book, I think it's a little bit harder to gain momentum in Kindle Unlimited until you have built your backlist. That's just something to keep in mind. For me, Kindle Unlimited seems like it's a sprint. It's a race. It's not a long-term game. It's one of those things where you throw your books in there for a little while, you see how it does. If it doesn't do well, you can always take your books out of there and go back wide. But it's a sprint. I don't feel like it's a marathon. There are a lot of authors that will 100% disagree with me, but that's how I feel personally at this moment. Yes, Lyra Parish is enrolled into Kindle Unlimited. That's okay because that is not my long-term plan. I'm actually working on my backlist at this very moment, trying to get covers remade, books edited, books redone, all this stuff. And so for now, I'm going to leave them in Kindle Unlimited. Nobody's downloading them anyway. You can see that by the rank that those books have. I am not pushing them to anyone. They are just stagnant in Kindle Unlimited until I get my game plan together. Whenever I relaunch, will I be relaunching in Kindle Unlimited? No, I will not be me relaunching in Kindle Unlimited. It is not for me. It has never been for me. I'm not a Kindle Unlimited hater. I think there is a time and place for it. I think that there are a lot of people who are extremely successful at it, but it's on an individual basis and you have to try it out for yourself to see if it works for you. I do know a lot of authors who have been wide, who have pulled all their books from those wide platforms and put it into Kindle Unlimited, and they had a great 90 days because it had never been enrolled before. So people who have that membership could hurry up and binge all those books and they made tons of money. But after your audience who hasn't bought your books, who do have Kindle Unlimited, read all of those books, then you have to work for it. And I feel like one of the best ways to find new readers for Kindle Unlimited is to constantly release. But that's me. I am not a huge proponent of Kindle Unlimited. I'm sure that you've figured that out. I would say to do your research, try it out, see if it's for you. There are a lot of pros, there are a lot of cons, but at the end of the day, this is your books, this is your brand, and you have to do what you have to do to make it work for you. And you may be successful at Kindle Unlimited. You may kill it. You may get those bonuses. You may be a Kindle all-star author. I mean, the sky is the limit, but I would say watch it. Be very careful whenever you go into Kindle Unlimited. I'd make a spreadsheet, I'd write down all your page counts, and you will figure out very quickly if that is for you or not. This is a long video. That's why I broke it up into 2 parts. I really hope this was helpful. I hope that it helps you kind of decide what you want to do and you take in all those pros and cons. Remember, I am kind of biased against Kindle Unlimited, but like I said, I think there is a time and place for it, and I think that there are a lot of rewards to be reaped from the program, but it's on an individual basis and you have to figure out if it's right for you and your books and your brand. The next video will be the pros and cons of being wide. With all that being said, I just want to say thank you so much if you made it this far through this video. I appreciate all of you. I appreciate the comments. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them below. We'll have a conversation in the comment section. I hope you have an amazing, productive week. You write all the words, and I'll see you again in part 2 of this video. Bye, guys.